Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Tops Knives Iraq Jack. Um, Sorry about the lawnmower here in the background. Some guy's got to decide he has to mow his grass right at the time I'm doing a video, but anyhow, just jump in this review. I'll go ahead and read you some specs. Pop her out of the sheath here. Lay that to the side, we'll talk about it later. Alright, so we have an overall length of 6 3/4 of an inch. Overall, the blade length is 3 1/4 inch. Your cutting edge is 2.5 inches. So from where your bevel starts to the tip, right here. Let me see if I can get you from right there to there. The blade thickness is about 3/16. Let me see if I can show you that there. So yeah, it's pretty beefy for its size. Spear point tip. 1095 high carbon steel with a rock well hardness of 56 to 58. Black linen micars with your screws. Knife weight is 5.3 ounces, so it's pretty light. Get off of me knife. But I bought it as a skinner because I'm not doing no tactical stuff with it. I mean, I use free DC, but I'm no military man. Comes with a nice black Kydex sheath. Even, let me see if I can get it here to focus for you. Come on now. You were nice to me earlier. Come on, piece of jack. There we go. It's polished. You can't really tell now, but because I've used it a lot. Came with a heavy duty pocket clip that slides on your, belt loop. See if it's got any rattle. None. And it comes out of there easy but stays secure. And you just push off, put it back in there. So you can usually find it for around, let's see if I get you focus there. There we go. You can usually find it from around $70 to 110. 110 is on Tops' website, and 70 is usually on Amazon and stuff like that. It is a bit of a pricey blade, but if you're looking for a good EDC knife, from what little time I've had with it, I'd say definitely go with that. If you're in the 6 or the 7, maybe the 8-inch range for an EDC, it's a good choice. But anyhow, let's go do some tests. Alright, so now we'll do sharpness test. This right here has been it's got the same edge from the factory. I got a piece of oak right here we'll try on, and then I got a piece of this weird shaped pine limb. But one thing I forgot to point out, this has a black traction coating on it, just like the Becker BK7. Before it was worn off. I mean, that's barely even on there now, but it's got black traction coating to keep it on there. I like the black traction coatings. They've been pretty good for me. But we'll just start out with this piece of pine right here. We'll just go for some fine, let's see here. Alright, there we go. We'll just go for some fine cuts and then bite in. Just choke up on that jimping, and then I believe the grind is a saber. That's one thing I forgot to mention. So yeah, start biting in now. See if you can get that. Yeah. So yeah, I've had this about, I bought it in July, so I've had it a few months. So that's for the pine right there. Bit in pretty good. Now we'll try some oak out. I like to test soft and hardwoods because some knives you don't know. So we'll just bite in on this. Do all kinds of spots. If I get any hot spots anywhere. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, just cutting into a piece of hardwood. Just, you can tell the difference. Pretty good. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to make a bow drill divot. I've already made a little one right there, but I want to do this one for video purposes. So, you know, like I said, it's got a drop point. So, good little... Alright, so let's try it out. This part, it's not going to be long, it's just a little fast. On some treated pine, treated lumber. Get in there nice and neat. Just in case you gotta make a bow drill fire or something. Left your Zippo or ferro rod at home. Get that where you can see it. Right there. Alright, I forgot to grab an apple or something like that while I was at the house before I came down here. But what I'm just going to do, grab some pine needles real quick, and this will substitute like my apple, and I'm going to cut it up and show you how, like, you know, food prep capabilities, if you know, if you want something like that. Show you what it's got to offer. Alright, so here we go. Got my cutting board here. Let's see. Just cut them all off. It ain't worth nothing. So you got to make a cup of pine needle stew, or pine needle soup. Tea, I mean. I guess you can make a soup out of it. Pine needle tea is actually not bad. I'm going to do a video on that soon. But, yeah, like I said, bought this to skin deer with. And so I know you can get like in a pinky grip if you need to. So if you need to skin something or cut food, it's no problem. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is more of a bushcrafter task. I'm going to cut a notch into this piece of wood here. Alright, so here we go. And this goes back to, like I said, when you feel pretty snug with that jimping, because, let's see here, I don't know if I showed it good, but there's jimping there in two places. That way, you know, you got good control of that. And it feels, like I was saying earlier, it feels good like when you're doing stuff like that, but when you're stabbing like that hardwood I just did there, it hurts your thumb. This will show, like, you know, if I gotta make a deadfall trap. This is all I got. It's definitely capable of it. Got a good little V-notch there. Alright, so I think we should do a little bit of chopping with this. I think it can do it. What do you guys think? I'm just kidding. We're gonna do some light batoning with it. Like, you know, just splitting up little pieces like that. Say to get like your little pocket stove, if you ran out of tabs in that. Like, you know, little stick, I mean little, I don't know how to say it, but little splinters of wood to get a, you know, small fire. Let's start out with this. Let me see if I got a small baton here. And then I'll show you what I'm talking about as I go on here. I mean, I just like tops a lot. I mean, No, not everybody can afford them. I was lucky to come across this one on a deal, but they just give their customers a lot of quality, and that's what I like about them. They're almost worth the money for the customer service they give, stuff like that. And I just like their company all around. We'll hit up a few more pieces. And they're all made in the USA, so I like it when my tools and stuff are made in. Maybe this winter I can put out a few more videos now that I got a new camera. So I'll actually do it this winter. I know last winter I said it and I couldn't do nothing. I was having all those computer issues, but I got a new camera, new cell phone, but it's got a whole lot more what you would call it, gigabytes, I guess. So yeah, I can record a little bit more with this, but so look for some out. Alright, so what I was talking about, like little rinky dink about pieces like that. Alright, so that's all I'm gonna do for batoning. Alright, so now I'll do some hammer stabs or downward stabs. I'll do 5, maybe 10. I really think they did a good job on those micarta handles. I mean, you know, if you hang on to them, you won't slip at all. What the heck, we'll do 10. I can't count, but oh well. You don't feel none of that right there, like when you're stabbing or nothing. I kind of like that right there, like if it's in a bag or something and it's dark and you like need it because something's, you know, threatening your life or something like that. You can feel, and then you can tell by that jimping under the handle that the blade's going to be coming out of the sheath the right way. So I like how they did that. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed my little review of the top side rack jack, and jack stands for joint aggravation control. I believe they've got another jack. I can't remember if it's called like the Arctic jack or something. I don't know, but that one has joint aggravation control. Both of them mean the same thing. I just can't remember what the other one is. But anyhow, hope you all enjoyed. I think they did a fantastic job out of it. I'd probably rate it on the scale. I'd give it 10. I just think it's a great knife. One thing I forgot to point out, these little holes on the top, I don't know what that's for. I mean, I guess you can just use your imagination for it. But, you know, even after all that, those tests and stuff, I mean, the sheath still holds it in pretty good. Let's have a look at the finish. Let's see. Come on now. Alright, finish held up good, and it stayed sharp. 1095, I really like it. But just a great overall knife. I think it's worth the money. It is a bit pricey though, but you know, if you're in the market for a good EDC neck knife, you know, see, I got my paracord. I was using it today for an EDC neck knife, but if you're in the market for one, I would say definitely go for this. I caught this one on sale for about, I believe mine was 65 or 70 bucks, but like I said, price range differs. You know how Amazon is. Sometimes they'll be 60 bucks one day and 90 the next. They just run out of sellers and more move in. But anyhow, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Many more to come, and as always, stay sharp.